Prior to coming to First Steps to Success, I had a multiple six-figure income. My business was very good, but I worked about 90 hours a week and I was way overburdened, actually completely burnt out. After First Step to Success, I was able to reorganize my life, still create the same business results, but of course have a family life and church life and all those other things that I had kind of left behind. My closing ratio also went up almost to 100%, which has been phenomenal. If you've been thinking about coming to a First Step to Success, I would say stop thinking about it. Literally get yourself here, get your team here, get yourself registered. It will absolutely blow your business apart for 2010.
In our businesses, we cut over $40,000 a month in fat, like just stuff we were spending. We paid off in the last 10 months about $285,000 in debt. And I mean, I'll share this, but last month we had our biggest month financially ever. This last week was the biggest ever. Applying what Danny teaches this weekend will make a huge difference. You really need to pay attention. The skill sets, I had launched a new business in a different type of industry. I use the same people skill sets to outperform, outdo.
Prior to starting to train with Danny Johnson, I was actually divorced, depressed, living off credit cards, and did not have much hope that I was going to be able to succeed in life. My last-ditch effort at success was attending First Step to Success almost 3.5 years ago, actually. I came to my first event, and since then I've been able to increase my income by over 10 times. I've been able to start 3 businesses that are growing in this economy. In fact, recently I've had so much business with one of my businesses that I had to turn people away because I couldn't keep up with things. If you're ready for a change in your life, if you're really ready for change, I highly recommend that you book yourself for the very next First Step to Success.
Prior to getting started and coming to First Steps to Success, I was a civil engineer working, to me it was a dead-end job. Since coming to First Step to Success, I've started my own engineering company, went from ground floor 0 to over 6 figures in my companies combined together. If you're ever thinking of coming to First Step to Success, do whatever it takes to get here. I promise your life will never be the same.
Prior to coming to Danny, I was not good with people. I had been out of the profession for 10 years, and with her skills and her proven strategy, I was able to get a job in a down economy, in a recession, and more importantly, 6 weeks later, I used those same skills and I got a promotion. I'm making more money and have been out of this profession for such a long time. So if you really want to get a job in a down economy, you need to come to Danny and learn her skills because it works.
I was in debt, wanted to pay off debt, and quite honestly, I wanted to work for myself. So I started looking in the home-based business industry, struggled for a little while, heard about Danny's training, plugged into the training, and my first 30 days after the training generated $15,000 within our company. Blew me away. It was like making $1 million at the time. My first year earned $70,000. Into that year, left my nursing career behind. My second year earned $120,000. Been working from home ever since. This is my profession for life, and this is my training for life.
Prior to training with Danny Johnson, I was broke graduate student living off of $400 a month, going more into debt every month, depressed, frustrated, and 100 pounds overweight. Since training with Danny Johnson, I've actually more than quadrupled my income. I am not depressed anymore, really happy, and I've actually lost 38 pounds. So I highly recommend if you want any kind of results in your life, in any area, you come more than one time and apply every time.
Prior to coming to Danny's, my close rate was down, and within the first 2 weeks, I closed about 10 deals, which was gross profit of around $20,000. Within 6 weeks, it's been about 20 deals, which is about $60,000. I totally recommend that you guys come to this seminar. It's awesome.
Prior to coming to Danny Johnson, I resigned myself to just being an invisible mom, no purpose. And after hearing the messages from First Steps to Success and Dynasty, I began to rise up as a mom, and it changed my whole family. Now my husband and family are rising up to what they're supposed to be, and we have wonderful relationships.
Prior to plugging into Danny, I'd just been released from prison, so job apps were tough for me, interviews were tough for me, I had a low self-esteem, low confidence. After plugging into First Steps and Dynasty, I learned how to negotiate an interview and become the interviewer. Have had rapid succession and good jobs. I'm not worried about finding a job. We were miserably divorced. And after plugging in, learning some people skills, some personality skills, and learning how to communicate and value one another, we have, of course, gotten remarried, and we put a lot more into our relationships with our son, and the relationships we have with our extended family. There's a lot of people that can't believe it, and we just try to live out this testimony before them.
Prior to coming to Danny, I was afraid to talk to people, had no way to get clients into my business, and I was frustrated because I had no plan to pay off $250,000 in debt. I came to First Steps, learned a simple strategy that took the fear out of talking to perfect strangers. I now learn how to close people at the top package in my business, as well as get clients who refer business to us on a monthly basis, and I've paid off over $25,000 of debt in 15 months. I highly recommend that you need a change in any area of your life, your business, or you want to get out of debt and get out of debt fast, that you get here now.
I thought I'd known everything about leadership. I graduated from West Point back in the mid-'80s. Spent a career in the Army, retired as a colonel, and will only tell you that thought I knew everything there was about leadership. But I will tell you, having just swallowed my pride and come to Danny Johnson, it is the finest leadership system that I've seen for the average everyday American. From a business standpoint, my business partner and I, we've been able to grow our organization from really scratch 6 months ago to almost 290 people. There's a lot of hype out on the market for leadership training, and there's a dozen seminars. You could run into them, in 100 different ways. Trust me on this one. Spend the time and the money and the effort to come take a chance on this training system.
Either I'm going to live my life according to the circumstances that I've got in front of me, or I'm going to live it according to where I want to go. Which one will you pick? Step up, get up, do something, and don't stay the same. That's not where you're supposed to be.